I'm gonna say this. I don't feel like there's any true GOAT in sports, which stands for greatest of all time, or any, you know, greatest of all time team. Um, I feel like it's almost that that it's kind of hard to say there's one singular team, one singular player that's the greatest of all time. Because there's too many factors I think that goes against that. And I know the main thing people use is championships and stats, which teach his own opinion. um, but I know that's to me not a good enough barometer, because different era, different rules. Um, who knows what those stats would look like in any of those eras? And my thought is, if you can't put all the best players, or who's considered the best players of all time, in their prime against one in their in the same generation, which obviously is impossible, then how can there truly be one greatest of all time? And it's the same thing with teams. I can understand putting, um, you know, generational statements like this player or team is, is the best team of the particular era that they played in, male or female, um, or male or female professions, or individual players in certain sports that's individual, like golf or tennis, to a certain extent, technically NASCAR, even though it's teams, but there's one driver in each car. So in a sense, it's individual as well. Um, you know, again, I feel like you can do generational or decade, you know, um, statements, but to say that just a greatest of all time, I just don't feel like um, that works unless you're talking about a decade or an era. Um, and you can take individual skill sets and say, hey, this person's skill set is the greatest shooter I've ever seen, or greatest, you know, defender I've ever seen. But and even then, that's you know can can be debatable at times, because how in the NFL, especially how defenses were in one era to how you can defend in this era is totally different. Um, but yeah, I think you can list great players and you can clearly say, hey, this person was a great player, or this team was a great team, um, of their generation, of their era, of their decade, or of that decade, or of that era. Excuse me. But outside of that, I just don't feel like um, there truly is a goat.